Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be using dip powders from MadKin Beauty, and we're also going to be playing with this really pretty decal sheet from Nails Truly. When I saw this decal sheet, I immediately knew we needed to bust out Orange Crush and Blue Hawaiian for today's mani. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a non-traditional winter wonderland mani by tying in some bright elements today. So before we get into these beautiful colors, we're going to start off with White Diamond, which is MadKin Beauty's white. I'm just doing white on those decal nails for that background, and the white's really going to just make those decals pop because the decals are printed on a clear sheet, so you really want to have a bright white background to just really enhance those colors. Now we're going to go ahead and stir your dip powders. It's always good practice, especially when you're working with solids, to make sure that you just give those dip powders a good swirl to fluff everything up. But to pull in these colors together, we're going to do a little bit of an ombre here. And I can tell you right now, I really love these colors together. There's something about it. If you are doing like a tropical Christmas, getting like a little family vacation in, or you live somewhere warm but still want to do like a winter mani, but pull in bright colors, these colors are really fun, and you don't necessarily have to do blue and orange. You could do like pink and green, or purple and orange, or even like a bright yellow. But options are endless again when you're doing your manis at home. And when you're doing holiday manis, you don't necessarily need to use those traditional colors. You can make honestly anything speak holiday season by how you decorate it at the end. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to do an ombre on 3 nails. So we're doing the thumb, the middle, and the pinky. And we're just going to keep it going here with this beautiful orange and the blue. And originally I was like, ooh, I wonder how this ombre is going to turn out, because sometimes when you're working with a darker color, which would be this blue, and then a lighter color, it can get a little bit muddy. But I did not experience that with this, and these powders worked wonders because they're very pigmented. So a little bit did go a long way when we were doing this ombre, but I just love how it turned out so much, and I really am liking the change of pace of the bright colors. So I cured for 30 seconds. We are dusting off. So I am curing in between each coat because we are doing the gel method today. So again, we're going to go in with another coat here, but instead of starting with that blue first, this time we're going to change it up and start with the orange first and then go back in with the blue. This is going to give you more of like a radiant effect. Also, those little brushes, I do have links in that description box below. They are amazing for doing ombre. And then I also have another video today where we're going to do a little bit more ombre just on one nail, where I'm using a different brush. So you're going to be able to see 2 different options today. But here is the ombre with that second dip. I finished up the rest of the ombre off camera. Now we're going to be diving into the filing. So filing and buffing, right now I'm just cleaning up the sidewalls and the free edge, and I'm going to reshape ever so slightly. This is my normal filing routine. Normally you do not see me buffing on top when I'm doing the gel method, but for this ombre, to kind of just give it more of like a seamless transition, I'm just going to buff just a little bit here. I do like to buff out my ombre sometime just to help with that transition. I feel like it looks a little bit more easier on the eyes. And now I did the rest of the filing and buffing off camera, and we're going to go in with a layer of gel base on all of the nails here, and I am going to cure as I go for 30 seconds. So there's 2 reasons why I'm doing the gel base. The first thing is to seal in this mani after filing and buffing. The other reason is that it gives the nails a tacky surface after you cure it. So it's going to be a great tackiness for some stamping that we're going to be doing, and that nail decal. You're going to get a really good application when you have a sticky layer that is cured on the nail. When you are doing stamping, it's going to make that image go really flat to the nail. Plus it's going to help move around and just get this decal to lay flat on the nail as well. So we're getting into the decals now. I am using room temperature water. I placed it in the room temperature water for about 15 seconds. And now I'm just carefully removing that back. Now, if that back of paper does not come off, then you want to go ahead and stick that decal or nail wrap back in the water for about 5 more seconds. I like to use a jelly stamper so I can really see where I am placing that. And then the best thing about we have like that gel base that's cured, if you do have a little bit of wiggle room with that. So let's say you wanted to move this decal around a little bit, you could definitely do that before you go in with this step right here. So now what I'm doing is I am taking this flat brush that has a little bit of acetone on it, and I am just now gently pressing down, getting rid of any wrinkles or lines or air bubbles, and I'm removing all that extra decal that is hanging over the nail. And this is my normal method for applying any decals or nail wraps. I really love this flat brush. It is a game changer. I've tried a lot of flat brushes, but this one from Sundara Nails is amazing. It's just, there's something about the bristles and like the firmness, but yet it's still like delicate enough for like nail art and playing with these delicate decals. I love that brush so much. I have 6 of them, and I have a habit of ordering a new one every time I place an order. So my collection's just getting bigger, but I use them for everything. But we're just doing the other nail wrap right now, and you can see here that I'm really just wiggling that around, getting it to exactly where I wanted it. I wanted more orange showing up there on that cuticle line this time, and now we're just melting this decal to become one with the nail, and I'm just taking my time to make sure that I'm not pressing too hard, and I am not removing any actual image that I do not want removed, because acetone and decals technically do not mix. So you just want to be really careful. If you do end up messing up completely, what you do is you just take a little bit of a lint-free wipe with acetone on it, and then just go ahead and remove that decal, and then you can start over. Now that everything is done and the decal is looking amazing on that nail, I'm sealing it in with a layer of gel base, capping that free edge, and I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. And now we're just going to do that other nail right away. Now we're going to get into some stamping. Now, decals and stamping are a great way to implement nail art. Now, I really like these plates from Maniology. I normally suffer from not getting an image to transfer on stamping plates because I bought some Amazon ones, and I could not get the image to transfer to save my life. And after an hour, I threw them all away because I was like, this is really frustrating. And then I gave Maniology a whirl, and I feel like the plates are cut a little bit different. I feel like they're more of a deeper cut, and you can get a better transfer. So I have had no problems when it comes to transferring an image since I switched over to Maniology. So if you've ever struggled from any stamping or anything like that, definitely try Maniology because their plates are adorable. You've seen this plate here in action. It's a great staple plate. It has all these gorgeous, fun, wintry snowflakes on it. Options and manis are endless with this guy right here, and you're going to be able to create so many different manis with this one plate. I highly, highly recommend it. So I just really like how the white is on top of this ombre with these little snowflakes. I just feel like the stamping totally changed it up for me and kind of created more of like a tropical holiday kind of snowflake mani, and I love it so much. Then to seal in this mani today, we're going to go ahead right away and do a layer of gel top coat, and I am going to cure for a full 60 seconds. Everything that we're using today when it came to gel is Hema 21 free, and here's the finished mani. I love it so much. I think I love it because it's bright, it's blue, it has some orange, we have some snowflakes, we have some decals. It's a different change of pace than doing like the Christmas colors that we've been rocking lately, or those cooler tone colors. So overall, I'm pretty happy and in love with this colors. It's just the brightness in the warmth from that orange that is totally tying it in for me. But overall, those decals are adorable, and I just love how the snowflakes kind of tied everything all together with that ombre, and that color from Orange Crush to Blue Hawaiian was just the colors I was looking for today's mani. And everything that we use in today's mani can be found in that description box below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for that other upload today at 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'll see you all in the next one.